everybody knew what a downwinder was. We were the anti-nuclear capital of the world. I was an autistic kid. My father was a drafted United States Marine, an incredible man. I come from an incredible family. My uncle stood on Omaha Beach on D-Day. I grew up on a huge ranch out by the lake. He was a beautiful, incredible person. He was at Pendleton, combat ready, and they were human guinea pig. They were marched into the trenches in Nevada. They're called atomic veterans. He nearly died at the blast. Between 1951 and 1968, we had 300 open-air tests. Well, as different scientists started to write about this, Wallace Stegner was at the University of Utah at the time. I got to know him. Edward Abbey was hanging around there. I got to know him. I got to know all these environmentalists, and I was an environmentalist, and it was a passionate, intense subject matter there.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Twingate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. Twingate, 311, whatever you want to call it. I call it Pacific genocide, whatever. It's fucking giant conspiratorial across all demographics. They'll be calling you a radical. May God have mercy on all of your souls.
Nuclear power was evolving. We were promised, oh, this can't happen.
Well, good morning. I hope you guys can get out of your dogma snuggies. I'm sure you got wrapped up in your flags this weekend. Hoo-hoo, them cops, they're heroes. Them military, they're heroes. Wrap yourself up. Stop. I have my little, I call it my Freedom Manifesto. Number one right on the list is stop calling military oligarchs, fucking war profiteers, fucking victims, heroes. They're not heroes, they're victims. They're victims. Now, there's a few of the serfdom hairsprayed McChrystal, General Petraeus, these fucking hairsprayed fucking rats at the top. They're plain fucking devils. But 99% of all military is purely a victim. They're a victim of their parents. They're a victim of Fox News. They're a victim of the Republican Party, the Democratic Party. They're a victim of dogma. They're a victim of fucking snuggies. They're a victim of American propaganda. Cops are not heroes. Zeros would be closer to the word. How do you call a cop? Law enforcement. I thought that was the courts. Have you ever read the Constitution of the United States? Everybody says, oh, this is democracy. America, 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 Vespucci. America, who is America? This is the United States. A republic with a constitution. It's not democracy. Oh, let's see. Okay, so California has 2 senators with 45 million people they represent. North Dakota has 2 senators with 400,000 people. That's a democracy? I don't think so. How many votes take to be president of the United States? 6. 5 Supreme Court justices and your CIA rat crime family father who put them there. It's amazing. So we got the listeners as I'll read the United States' obituary online today. Obituary was posted. They do it. Don't you love how they do it on Memorial Day? These globalist fucking rats. And everybody got fooled because they were so sick of the Bush crime family. So grotesque, the fucking rat Dick Cheney. Can you believe that rat motherfucker's still alive? Rumsfeld a draft dodger. Dick Cheney a draft dodger. The fucking war machine fucking... Every single one of them never bled, never went, never fucking nothing. I'm going to tell you a really cool, well, not it's cool, heartbreaking fucking story about this whole thing, and then we'll get into the TPP and your new trade partners and how I'll read America's obituary online. America Vespucci, the United States, is over. It's done. You know, Barry Antoinette Lethany, boy, did that lying fucking rat fool America. I mean, you know how many people fought their ass off to get that lying rat fucking elected. Full blown out the best fucking money GOP candidate they could buy. Unbelievable. And if you don't believe me, leave a vote. Every single Republican voter. When me and Alex Jones start to sound exactly alike on fucking a dissertation, the Republican Party hates America. They hate them. They hate themselves. But the Democrats are worse because they lie to you. So when the war broke out, my father, I was down at the cemetery visiting the Supreme Sacrifice. There's only 4 in the whole region. He's one of them. He died fucking, no, he didn't die fucking fighting for this country. He's a hero. Fuck. He didn't get a fucking medal. They don't fucking, those guys that did that shit, they're quiet. They don't want to remember that his own people murdered him. Drafted. They murdered him. Victim? Yeah. And then I become a victim because his genetic gene pool was so fucking lit up as a human lab rat in the Nevada TSA. Hardcore. Special Force Marine. One of the very original Special Forces Marine. My dad. Fucking. Now their kids, 300,000 of them are getting fucking leukemia in their 40s and 50s and dying fast. And the mortality rate of the Potomac veterans' children when they're getting leukemia is like 95%. And no one fucking gives a fuck about us. Not a person gives a fuck about us. When the war broke out, the perpetual war machine, the biggest lie fucking bull. They beat it, Trump Vietnam. All these hairspray fuckers who never bled, never fucking did nothing. These pussy fuckers, Johnny get your gun, America cows. I got my gun, I'm gonna go rub a Harley. You know, and so the very first kid that's killed here, this girl that I was friends with when I was young, I was friends with a lot of girls, but her and I were involved together. I really loved her. I mean, she meant a lot to me. She was an amazing female. Of course, her mom and dad hated me. Well, you know how it is. I had long hair. I drank. I was wild. I was fucking did what kids do. I mean, I had a good, happy life. Healthy fucking life. I look back on it. But no. So, you know, she goes her way, marries her fucking returned missionary douchebag, doofus, fucking weasel dick, fucking rat, fucking ugly, fucking phony, fake fucking husband. I see him on KSL. Their son's been killed. He's all over fucking media right ever, and there she's sitting there. She's still beautiful. She's fucking emotional. You could see. I could see it in her face. She's fucking totally wiped out. Her son's dead. Oh, the guy's on there. He died fighting for doing his country. He KSL waving his flag like they did Pat Tillman, like they did Jessica Lynch, like they did of the war profiteers. You know, Lori still says it perfectly. Wars are nothing but fucking trade shows for fucking oligarchs and their military fucking companies that you pay for. I told everybody right then, I watched her on TV, and I believe I was still married at the time or just barely getting divorced, but my ex-wife was sitting right there, and I said, mark my fucking words, she's going to fucking regret it. And she's like, you used to date that girl, ain't you? Yeah, you know, and she says, oh, no, you know, fucking started her fucking rhetoric. And I'm like, whatever. Fucking everybody drank the Kool-Aid. Well, years later, she found my YouTube site a few years ago. She calls me. I put my number all over. Kevin, can I talk to you? Of course. So I meet her for coffee. She's, of course, like all the children that die, 90% of them, it ends in an ugly divorce. It tears apart families for time and all eternity. It destroys families. America's betrayed them. They know that. So she says, Kevin, I got to tell you, I have so much fucking guilt over it, my son's death. That's why. He talked him into it, Kevin. He, you know, and you warned me about this guy when we were young. I says, yeah, I could tell he was a hair. Any dude that's wearing hairspray when he's fucking 19, 20 years old, return missionary, fucking run as far as you can run. What? It's a masquerade if the guy says he's a fucking fraud. I said, tell me that. So my husband got him all gung-ho, the church, the Mormon bishop, everybody fucking got him all gung-ho, wound up about go. He drank the Kool-Aid. How could he not? And I'm like, well, tell me this. Did your husband ever go? Of course not. Did his father? No. Did his grandfather? No. Did any of his uncles? No. In fact, they're draft dodgers. Well, there's your fucking answer. There's Sean Hannity, there's Karl Rove, there's fucking, the Republican war heroes. Every fucking one of them. Now the Democrats have turned into Republicans. If you don't believe me, read TPP, whose baby it is. There's no two parties. Official. It's official. Now, granted, the Democrats tried to make their stand, so I says, here. I have a copy of this book I want you to read. I keep it with me, and this is what I do. And it's simply East of Eden by Steinbeck. You don't have time to read the whole book. Watch the movie online, but the book's better. At least read the last chapter. The last paragraph's all you need to fucking read. You'll understand. So, and then, I'll help you out. Don't fucking blame yourself. You got to gain strength over this. You didn't do this. You didn't fucking do it. She says, yes, I did. No, you didn't. And I sold her Tim Shell, Dalmaeus. Now, at the end, of course, Lee tells him, the one son, but really, did he partially ruin that son? I don't know. I surely don't have that answer, but you want to get biblical? I love how people quote the Bible and this and that. You know how many people wrote that thing? There's scripture all over, but Tim Shell's the Hebrew word for thou mayest. Men are responsible for that. And that's Lee, the Chinese philosopher, using that. So, Tim Shell, thou mayest. So, I talked to her again. She's still a fucking wreck, from what I understand. I haven't talked to her in a while. I just distanced myself. I said, I'll help you any way I can, but, these are individual wars and fights. I said, I'll support you any way I can. I'll talk to you. I can do whatever I can do. I was head of the support group for the Atomic Veteran Marines, and my dad being in Special Forces, even after his death, still involved with this guy. There's still a few of them alive, too, of his old Marine bodies. 99% of them are all dead. And so, I'm involved with that group. I've sat with many young Marines as he's come home, even the last few years. When I'm in San Diego, a guy come up to me, he said, Kevin, I know you're involved with Marines, and I know that, you've been able good to talk about people about these things. We got these young Marines ready to kill himself. Can you come sit with me? And he, of course, so he called me, when I was in San Diego, we started talking. Oh my God, this poor fucking guy, this fucking kid, I can't even remember how many tours he did in Iraq. And he was a leader. Oh my God, the stories he fucking told me. I remember when I walked out, I was almost, and I've been through so much brutal shit in my life. I was physically sick. You ought to hear these stories, what they did. They were so fucking amped up. They had him fucking doped up to the 10th power. I says, he was telling me about what they fed him. They put him off fucking meth. Yeah, the Marines in the Army did it. They had him so fucking wound up. But to hear these fucking stories. Oh my God. Just go, 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 go. Kill them. Fuck, he was telling me you wouldn't believe the people I killed. I can't fucking handle it. And so I talked to him the best I could, but how can I fucking intervene in that fucking dynamic in someone's brain? That's like trying to get into one of the Nam guys in the jungle's fucking brains. Good luck to you. These are fucking battle wounds from hell. These are the soul. The spirit are ripped to fucking apart. That's what war is. War is hell. But these fuckers sit around and turn it into a video game. So now the globalist fucking rats that they are, they fed the far radical right, the insane right. They fed them. You call it New World Order. New one, because what that does, what does it do? What does it do by doing that? It takes the deflection. It deflects off history. History repeats. History tells us, not just history doesn't tell us how this led up and happened, but history tells us the solution. That's why they fucking paid these guys to call it New World Order, and they just pounded it. Michael Savage just pounded it. The far radical right just pounded it. They used a guy named, George Will, that fucking hairspray fucker ought to be the first guy hung. Him and Alan fucking Greenspan, Ayn Rand Greenspan, they just pounded this propaganda to the far right. They did it through the evangelical church leaders, and they were paid. Karl Rove admitted it. They pounded fucking New World and what that does, because it's the opposite of the truth. That's what they do. You call it doublespeak, you can call it gaslighting, you call it whatever you want, but the fact of the matter is it's fucking lies. Black is white, up is down, shell. So they've fucking indoctrinated the fucking Republican. You go to any Republican, anyone, and this is where I coming from Eisenhower's daughter, she'll even say the same thing. These people are branded. They're fucking ingrained. Their ignorance and their dogma is so hardcore. Well, now the Democrats have done it. They've done the same fucking thing. They've led you to the same fucking trough in a big fucking circle with radical, and I call it the fucking cock and the chicken. Chicken shit, I should call it. The Democrats are chicken shit. So TPP, there's no way. Fuck, it's going to get filibustered. And think about Harry Reid trying to get rid of the filibuster. Harry Reid's a fucking hardcore fucking neocon Republican Mormon from here. Hardcore. Do not kid yourself. I love how they throw up a D or an R in front of their fucking name. Just get elected. It's like in the state of Washington. Those two are hardcore globalist billionaires. Look who they are. The one that really blew my mind is that fucking rat think motherfucker Wyden. That rat, the guy who went to Fukushima. So they'll never get 60. There's no way. And you don't think the Republican Party, and Alex Jones even says it now, he's come at him. The Republican Party is the most anti-American thing in fucking history. They voted for every single fucking senator. Even fucking Anne Rand Paul, that insane motherfucker. Fucking Kentucky's insane. The state of Utah's even more insane. This place where I live, they're fucking insane. Drunken on ignorance, fucking degenerate, fucking sick. The country's fucking over. It's fucking sick. It's gone. So the TPP is passed. You snuck it through right before war. I'm talking to people, what are you talking about? Even my brother yesterday, and he's as fucking smart as they get. He's fucking exactly, and I'm like, no, fucker, didn't you fucking, I've seen no media. Look around, they passed it 62 to 39. One person stayed home and fucking hid in his cave, probably took vacation early. Ha! Doug, how is that possible? Barack Obama, the fucking lying best GOP CIA rat money could fucking buy. The greatest Uncle Tom, and he has cemented concretely in history the greatest fucking, he thinks he's in the club. Have you ever read Uncle Tom? And if none of you have ever read Uncle Tom, I don't want to fucking hear it. At least watch it online. There's no excuses with the internet. There's no fucking excuses for ignorance. Watch it. Uncle Tom, the slave, the big, beautiful, incredible fucking slave, turned to the house. You know the rest. So he's part of the family. Oh, we love you. They treat him like family. He went to church with them, hung with them. I'm one of the family. He's one of the family. They will never hurt me. But what happened? That slave owner died, and the wife was like so many other women, was married to the man for simply money, which is Americana right now. Fuck. I know so many fucking women, fucking beautiful females that I grew up with, that I used to date, that I used to hang with, that got tricked by these fuckers. I tell them, you traded your... they were so good looking and beautiful. The women in fucking Utah and California, where I grew up as a boy, oh my God. Oh my God. I think back of it, they were incredible. Unbelievable. Inside out. They all traded the flowers in their hair and their beautiful fucking spirits for a shiny car and a motor. They got tricked. But they're there for one. They know. The dumb fucking guy they're married to is being played like a fucking fiddle. They know. So when the guy dies, they've moved on so fast, makes your head spin. They usually got 10 fucking boyfriends on the side anyway. But these dumb fucking guys, they think they got a trophy. They're losers. Fucking pieces of shit. They think they're money. They think we're looking at them, I mean, it's like my one buddy, fat fucking redneck, multi-millionaire piece of shit. And I says, you really think you got it going on? You think you're better than? Fuck, you know how the rest of us look at you? Like a fucking pig. You never earned any of it. You fucking robbed it. You fucking inherited it. Fuck you. So they traded it in. No connection because they think money's wealth. They have no fucking clue. So now the fucking Democrats turned into the fucking chicken shit. The cock and the chicken. Oh, ain't they the same thing? Isn't a cock and a chicken the same thing? Yep. Exactly the same fucking thing. Chicken shit. Painting fucking goats. Globalists. Call it New World Order to take the sense of history away. Sell them fucking guns. The very oligarchs that are doing Lee National, who owns all the fucking guns. The very fucking people that are doing this are selling the guns, or selling the gold, or selling the silver, or selling the bullets. So they're like, look at these dumb fuckers. We call it New World Order when it's fucking old as Babylon, as evil as hell. It's a fucking royal feudal system. It's right back. It's everything. And here's Fox News wrapping themselves up in the flag, and they're attacking America hard. Everything that the Revolutionary War was fought for. Samuel Adams, Paul Revere, they were the greatest craftsmen on the face of the earth were the colonials, the best. Ask the Kino brothers on the fucking Antique Roadshow. Go fucking ask them about the colonials furniture makers. Go ask them about the silver. The greatest ever made in mankind. The colonials they were craftsmen. The country was numbered. All these ships start coming in called the East India Company. Cheap Chinese goods. The Silk Road been around forever. Fuck that. These fucking cheap, shitty goods are going to slaughter us, and they're cheap and junky. Walmart, the new East India Company. What? Bill Walmart fucking Rhodesia hijacked the Democratic Party? Oh, I'm the next John Kennedy. The fucking two biggest, strongest GOP Republicans money could buy both run with a D in front of their name. And one claimed he was black. So our new trade partners, the TPP, the reports of CNN, credibility not needed, the propaganda mouthpiece for the oligarchs. There's a group of oligarchs that everybody says, oh, they're Illuminati. No, they're not. They're corporate board members. They're Goldman Sachs. The Guggenheims are back, by the way. There's a report coming out today. Guggenheim Investment has put up the money for the Charter Communication to buy Time Warner. Bloodlines, oh, there's some of them that want to inherit bloodlines, but there's other ones that fucking are there. They're corporate board members. They're the exact same. They're the IAEA, the International Atomic Committee. There's only about fucking 400 or 500 of these people on Earth that run the world. I give names and addresses. You know, some of the Occupy people, you didn't see this on the news. A lot of the Occupy went right to these people's houses. They went to Blankfein's house. But these people have so much money, and their private security, which they're Uncle Tom's. The police force goons in Lower Wall Street that busting them up, they're Uncle Tom's. They think they're in the fucking club. Oh, well, I'm part of the family. As soon as he dies, she's going to sell you. And the new fucking owner, he didn't play that way. He didn't like the motherfucker. He didn't like any of them. They were property to him. He was going to make an example out of him. That great, big, beautiful Uncle Tom got beat to death by the very fucking establishment he defended. That's Barack Obama. He thinks he's in the club. They gave him some Swiss bank accounts. I mean, when he started out, remember he named Elizabeth the fucking credit czar? Stand down. Look at his evolution through his president. Is he playing checkers or chess, they used to say in the early days? And I said right off the get, he's playing fucking Monopoly like the rest. He's not black. His father might have planted the fucking seed. It's like, what's her name, the little chick I know over here, my daughter's friend. Her mom fucking, her mother's my friend. She says, that fucker, he ain't no father. All he did was plant that seed. That's what fucking Barack's dad did, and he didn't grow up in America. I mean, Barack did, partly. I mean, maybe born here, who knows? But he grew up in Indonesia as a boy, and then Hawaii. Now, you think about it. Marie Antoinette. So you got a white girl in Kansas, Dorothy. Mom and Dad, neoconservative, dug-in Republicans, old school. Bank examiner. Mama, father. You got the rebellious, brilliant daughter. Genius, high IQ. So, honor student. Gets in the honors program. I taught in the honors program for a while here. I was I think I probably was the very first BIS honors fucking student in the history of this university. I was doing a triple major at the fucking time. You know, I was a little older, whatever, but I told them all, fuck off. Fuck you. You know how I roll. I graduated. I know how they work. These fuckers, they look for people like that. So, she's the honor student. She's genius. She's beautiful. She's rebellious as fuck. I mean, that was the time, right? This is the 60s. Oh, my God. Come on. Come on. Did you guys, all you girls forget? Come on. You old fucking 67-year-old females, think what you did when you were 60s. I want you to think back who you slept with, what you fucking did. Seriously. I want you to think about it. And the men followed. Fuck, please. Boy, you're fucking going denial about that. Oh, don't fucking imagine your kids acting the way you did. You'd kill them, your grandkids. But it was that rebellious time. That was her. So here's the African honor student. That's what was going on in those days. That's exactly what was going on in those days, big time. She got pregnant. He's disappeared. He's fucking gone. Oh, she rebels against the... By the way, you ever hear Barack talk about his sister? She comes from the... Now, remember, I want you to fucking remember that her second husband, her second sire of the daughter, Indonesian royal family. Right from them. That's who ends up being honor students. I taught him here. They're all Chinese now at these universities from oligarchs. They were Saudis for a long time. All the royal families, because that's where the big money's at. And so that's who this guy was. So she's rebellious. She hooks up with him. Now, was it a liaison hooked up through the CIA? Most likely. Who knows? Was Barack's mom CIA? Possibly. I don't know, but they love people like that. She's in Indonesia, but I think she was just a beautiful, smart, intelligent, incredible, rebellious girl rebelling against them Kansas neoconservative parents. That's what everybody was doing then, and she was brilliant. She was beautiful. She had no clue how this Indonesian fuck rolled. She went over there. Barack Obama was raised in Indonesia. The greatest, strongest royal families in the world were fucking slavery as a little boy. And any psychologist will tell you that the child's mind is completely done by the time he's about 4.5 years old. Between birth and 4 and 4, what war was he when he was made? So he smoked cigarettes, right? Children smoke cigarettes over there. It's the most abusive, hardcore place on the face of the fucking earth. Those are your new trade partners. Now, CNN Credibility alone just comes out yesterday and talks about the graves of the sex slave and the fucking human trafficking that's going on there. This is all about human trafficking. This is all about, yes, the greatest fucking redistribution to fucking wealth to the fucking 1% oligarchies happened since 1980. And if you don't believe me, I'm an economics professor. I was taught at the #1 fucking school of finance in the United States, bar none. I taught there. I graduated fucking there. I have the last letter of recognition Clyde Dewey ever fucking wrote, the greatest finance professor that fucking maybe ever in this country. From 1945 to 1979, nominal wages increased every single fucking year. The greatest fucking middle class in human history was developed in the United States. So these people say, oh, she died a long time ago, go back to, let's go to the Federal Reserve, here, fucking 1913. The central bank was created in 1770, fucking 4 hours on it. Now, has it been hijacked up, down, one fucking thing? Has it went to private and fed? Dozens of fucking times. Fucking Greenspan hijacked it in 87. So I don't want to fucking hear that shit. It's always been this way, because that's what they want you to say. Get a gun, go all over. There's nothing I can do. So the fuck it's been. Did you fuckers forget going up in the 60s and 70s when Dad worked 40 hours a fucking week? He had plenty of fucking money. The average American made $106,000 in today's dollars. The greatest middle class in human history. I grew up in the 60s and 70s. It was pretty fucking great. Compared to now, night and day. The shit I did as a young man, oh my God, my children would be fucking killed if they did what I did. It's incredible. I mean, I was so fucking wild, but they let me be wild. So I run into her. Her dad was a cop for a while. You know, never blunt thing, whatever. And he was kind of a prick, but he's, you know, he was the old school cop, though. I think he was a pretty good guy, police thing. I look back on the shit he put up with her and me. I run into him at this grocery store. Oh, hi, Kev. How you doing? I heard you got leukemia, blah, blah, blah. Her mom's very old, sophisticated, just like her, incredibly beautiful. I mean, that's what this America was. Amazing woman. He runs in and we're talking, and she says, "Did you run any good on the Derby this year, Kev?" Oh, didn't even bet it, really. I mean, you know, since cancer, my life's completely different. You know, they don't know that I'm an activist, but they kind of know, because I was an activist even then. So she says, yeah, she says, makes a comment, "Don't you love these people that all freaking think they're going to hit the lottery?" And we start talking about everybody driving up to get lottery tickets. I said, "It's pathetic." She says, "Who would want to be one of them?" I'm like, "Boy, do you get it. Who would want to be? I'm King James. I'm running down the NFL. You bounce that ball long enough, Johnny, you're going to be just like King James." No, you're not. They've bought into it. You know, get your shoes, you know, and you guys could be a CEO of a corporation. You go to business school and you go to school and you wear hairspray on, you know, you're going to be one of them. No, you're not. No, you're not. And I've run into her several times over the years, her mom, and she's always apologetic to me. She says, "Kevin, you know, I got to apologize the way I treated you when you was young. You know, I was wrong about you." And I says, "Don't worry about it." I says, "I was a heathen." She says, "Yeah, but you were a good one." You know, because she knows what her daughter ended up with. Hairsprayed fucking Mormon fucking bishop. Fucking cheating, robbing, thieving motherfucker that got her grandson killed. They're victims. How can you call a police officer a hero? How can you call, you know, I want you to go remember Jessica Lynch, that beautiful girl. You know, she went in for a job because the economy was bad in West Virginia. She wanted to get her fucking GI Bill, her benefits, so she could get educated. That's the only way she could go to college, because they fucking make you pay for college, when college used to be free. So, that's why they go. Then she gets sucked into that fucking globalist fucking war. That bullshit fucking war of the Bush crime family. Fucking Colin Powell stands in front of the fucking UN and lies his ass off. He was the greatest Uncle Tom in history, Colin Powell, by far. Barack Obama passed him. Of course, is Barack Obama really one of them? Us? We? The American pop? He probably was born in Hawaii. Who fucking knows? But he showed his fucking colors on fucking this week, and he will do this, and I want this to be said this week before he does it. He will, when he signs this, it's a done deal now. He will go against his own party. He will go in which 8 of the fucking chicken shit 8 I call, and I'm going to hammer this fucking 8. I'm going to call them out every fucking day. The betrayal fucking 8. The dagger. This is the dagger. This is any protection was written in that, but there's no protections in that. And I'll tell you exactly, I'll get into a little bit how this fucking is going to work, but he's going to have to, he'll lie. He made a statement right as they passed it saying, "Oh, this is a great victory for labor." Up is down, black is white. This is the greatest fucking, it's not double speak. He's a liar, a fucking bold-faced, in-your-face liar like the rest of them are. McConnell a fucking liar. Every Republican senator a fucking liar, because they're bought and paid for like the bitch on a leash they are, and the American fucking public fucking goes for it. Fucking lobbyists have bought and paid these fuckers. FDR Morgan on Teddy Roosevelt. We bought the son of a bitch and he wouldn't stay bought. They bought these fuckers and they stayed bought. Barack Obama has the Swiss bank account. Why would Barack Obama do a complete bold about face on everything? They bought him. They bought him. And if you don't believe me, Bill Clinton taught him the ropes. Look at Bill Clinton since he got out. He is sick with greed. He cut a uranium fucking mine deal. Why his wife is sick? That's against the law. That's high treason. He cut a uranium deal in fucking Kazakhstan, I believe. Routed the fucking emails through fucking Canada, through a shell cut, because Canada didn't sign on. While he And if you don't believe me, look up Hillary Westinghouse, that great Republican, Hillary Rodham, you know about her dad. You know, she traces right to the House of Windsor, House of Hanford, and now we all do. She goes to Czechoslovakia, threatens the president, her last thing, uses the word Westinghouse over and over and over. You will break the contract with the Russian or the French firm, and you will give it to Westinghouse to build this nuclear fucking bomb, fucking factory so we can sell uranium to you, extort Price Anderson, the American taxpayer, fucking rob, rape, fucking pillage, when fucking the greatest fucking experiment that ever failed in the history of mankind was simply nuclear power, boiling the Earth's water over and over and over. And by the way, before I forget, Kennecott, the big copper mine here in Utah, the most insane place. Guess we've fought it for fucking my whole life, and it's been blocked. They're tailing ponds. They're getting permission. They're going to be able to fucking build a pipeline and dump it right into the Great Salt Lake. Oh, that's okay. And we call it lake effect here. The storms raise off the lake and just fucking rain and snow on it. But this is how drunk and ignorant and dogma. And with that R, the Mormon church has just told them they don't even know who the candidates are. They have no clue. There's not open primaries. This is a royal fucking Mormon oligarchy fucking system. Monsanto's board directors are Mormons. Fucking the nuclear industry, environmentally, they're fucking Mormons. They're fucking kill for profit. They're in the oligarchy 500. There's a few of them that are in. Romney's one of them. They're fucking oligarchy rats. They're lying fucking rats that want to mass murder you. Look, they have looted the United States. They know. These oligarch corporate board members know. There's 85 million baby boomers. The average age is 67 years old. Their fucking spending ability's over. They're fucking robbing and thieving them. It's done. They know this. They know this. They've looted this land. So far, they can't loot it. That means 0% interest rate, using your house as equity. They pulled every dirty trick in the fucking book post-1980. Fucking Reagan and his fucking mass married man. You know, every fucking hardcore globalist GOP fucking rat, including Clinton and Obama. Hasn't been a Democrat in the White House since a real progressive. They killed the Progressive Party. There hasn't been one in the White House since Sean Kennedy. Maybe LBJ, but who knows? That fucker kept that war going for profit, too. War profiteer fuckers. So they know it's up. They've got their eyes on fucking Bangladesh. They got their eyes on India. They got their eyes on China. They have a young populace. There's 2 billion. The new baby boomers. The new fucking consumers. They're molding and posturing and grooming them just like they did here. To be obey, consume, okay. And do you think America was always that way? The fuck. When I hear people say, oh, it's always that way, it went fucking down this. They're full of shit. You're full of shit. Warhol called it out perfectly. You go back to when you were a kid. Was it like this? Not even fucking close. I remember I'm right up here at Mount Ogden Park. I'm fucking young, 19, 20 years old. I'm with a fucking girl, 18. Me and her going at it in broad daylight. Cops fucking up there clapping. I'd get shot for the shit I did then. And I understand I was so fucking wild, but so were the girls. These fucking beautiful fucking girls. They were fucking wilder than me. Now look at them. Their uncle, they're the slave owner's fucking wife. They're there for one thing. The fucking house and the fucking car. They're miserable. Why do you think they're taking all the pills? They're fucking porn addicts. They're out fucking trying to get a young guy, fuck whatever, because they didn't fucking marry for the passion of the love and the sex. They married for the money. The whole fucking country married for fucking money. It's over. So your new trade partners are Thailand, Malaysia, where slavery is 100% legal. You believe it or not, the TPP fast track, there are provisions in it you can't read. Now think about this. If that's not fascism, you think the State Secrets Act in Japan. By the way, 48 reactors offline in Japan. And everybody says, oh, they passed restarting this reactor. That's all American propaganda. They finish looting you. You don't think they want you dead? They don't need you. It's time for you to start collecting your money now in your retirement. They don't have it. They're like, what the fuck? So fucking kill them. Fukushima done on purpose? No, they have to. By building the reactor literally on fucking fault lines. Because they did it for greed. Everything's for greed. These are sick motherfuckers. It's greed, 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 greed. They think money can replace sex. They think cash can replace fucking integrity, can play all these fucking inequities. That abused childhood that Obama had. He was an abused fucking kid, hardcore. So was Bill Clinton. Everybody says, oh, they get into this name. All these fuckers change their fucking names. What do you think Mitt's name's Mitt? His name's Willard. These are abused, hardcore fucking children. These are the people that seek power. These are the fucking, the CIA takes over. I mean, fuck, think about, like when I do my videos, I say all the time, I hope the CIA and the NSA are fucking watching. Maybe they can learn something. Because they are not. They think they're working for these fucking, they think they're in. They're not in. You're being played, CIA. The military, you're being fucking played. You're being played. You're being used by this same fucking smoke of oligarchs. You're Uncle Tom's, every fucking one of you. You think you're on the winning team? They want to kill you too. You're next on the fucking list. These are sociopaths that hate because they were abused children. Look, 99% of all abusers were abused. They find abusers with high IQs with charisma. This guy was no more fucking black than me. And I'm a white boy born and raised with Scandinavian bloodlines from fucking Utah. I'm probably fucking blacker than... There's not a black fucking piece of thing about him. Indonesian smoker? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Slave owners? Thailand royal family? Look up who the dude was, the second husband, who was abusive as fuck to her. And do not forget this girl died so young. She was a downwinder in Kansas, died of cancer so fuck tragically. I think she was probably an amazing girl, rebellious like the rest of you girls were. No different. No different. You forget. I like how you fucking have selective memory on your own fucking behavior. I remember how you girls acted back then. Fucking liars now. Do as I say, not as I did. So, here you got Barry Obama, Barry Antoinette. We're fooled. We're so sick of that Bush crime family, that war machine, that fucking thing. We're sick of the fucking Hillary fucking Western. Anybody. This guy, right? We weren't able to do our homework because he rose up out of nowhere. We thought he was an athlete. Remember him telling he was an athlete? Oh, I played basketball, and then he goes and throws that first pitch out of the fucking baseball game. Oh, my God. This guy can't walk and chew fucking gum. This guy's the opposite of everything he said he was. This is one of the greatest, well, I'd consider him to be the greatest liar in human history. I've never seen a guy that could fucking lie like this. By the way, his speeches suck, and then we put him up, hey, he's so intelligent and everything. He was not intelligent. He's not that smart. He's dumber than fuck, actually, when it comes economically. Wall Street played him like a fiddle. Bill Clinton taught him, well, just buy your fucking time. Join these guys. Just do what I did. They'll give you Swiss bank accounts. They'll give you money, whatever, and look at all the money I've made since I got out. You'll be able to go to speeches and these fucking teenage girls and all these people. Look at Bill Clinton. That fucking, if you don't think Bill Clinton likes to have sex with fucking teenage girls, you know nothing about Epstein. Look at that list. You look at these lists. Those girls, he went to prison. We're talking a billionaire went to prison in fucking Arizona for this for a while. Those girls are still alive and well in New York City. They have an escort service they run now. They're still running more teenage fucking girls. For all that, look, the Royals are on that list. What does it matter? Because that's what happens to abused fucking children. They become abusers. Any person who's ever been sexually abused, read into the stats. They were sexually abused. Or not even, that doesn't even have to be sexually. They're physically. This fucking stepfather of Barack Obama's was one of, my guess is he was sexually abused and his sister by that dude. He was an evil oligarch motherfucker. He was extremely abusive to Barack's mother. She come back, so here's Barack's grandparents, white conservative. You know how it was in those days. Mixed marriage, oh my, why do you think she did it? So here's these racist white, because America was racist in those fucking days. Well, you know what? Fuck, come out of denial. Still are. So, ask the natives. Here, you want to talk racism? I'll show you racism. Let's go down to fucking southern Utah. Let's go down to North Arizona, uranium mines. I'll show you racism. You haven't seen fucking racism. So, we got to take these two kids. Do you think they like walking to the grocery store with this black child? These are neocons. Why do you think Barack Obama got elected when she died didn't bat a fucking eyelash? I never seen anything so unemotional. I'm sure she didn't like him. I'm sure he had a horrible fucking childhood. So did Bill Clinton. Horrible stepdads. They had horrible childhoods. So now they're the abuser. And they think the money will replace it. Bill Clinton thinks the fucking, sex with the big girls. We all know that dynamic. Go get the fucking high patrol out stalking fucking girls. My girls used to call Jennifer Flowers tits. He would stalk them like an NBA player, fucking like Magic Johnson. Go get that one, and that one. And think about the women that go for it. Think about women that fucking do that. They go for it. For what? For what? Oh, I got fucking laid by a fucking what? Well, there's a fucking, that's your fucking, whoa. Wow. That's the female of America. They cashed in. They sold it out. They fucking ain't. It's all bravado. It's all fucking perception. It's all that fucking hairspray in that fucking house. No salt of the earth females. If the female would come out and fucking get strong about this, the beautiful fucking female, and be bold and strong, which there's a few of them, the men would follow. Just like they did in the 60s, like the Freudian fucking goats that they are. Lead with their fucking dicks. And fucking, what's the addictions of fucking power? There's only one thing that fucking trumps sexual motivation. Power and greed. So America traded it in. They cashed in. She died. Everybody says, oh, fuck, she died. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. She's been sick since 1980. The United States has been sick. And let's not get real. The United States was an experiment. And it failed. It didn't last very long. I mean, you think about it, the great fucking nation that fought against slavery. The quintessential battle from the time of man. Slavery versus enlightenment. Alexander Hamilton got it. That bastard fucking child. The bastard child of George Washington. They broke ranks inside the Masonics. Sick of these fuckers bringing their cheap goods in. Found fucking Alexander Hamilton, the Scottish royal father, who had sex with his fucking beautiful mama, and abandoned him. But the opposite of Barack Obama. He turned that pain into good. Barack Obama joined the club and turned him into evil. He had a choice. He's made his choice. He cemented it. When Alexander Hamilton, the man who founded this country, he had a choice to make. He watched fucking that Scottish royal prick abandon his mother by himself in the Caribbean. He watched that grotesque, hideous slave trade going on. He was doing the books for the slave traders at 10, 11, 12 years old. He was a fucking genius. But he fucking turned all that to righteous. By the way, Alexander Hamilton, the first treasury of the secretary, paid himself 0.0. Paulson robbed for 400 million. 400 million Paulson got. And that fucker's got they live in such a bubble. He goes on the hill and says, God, Wall Street, and cries. We hand him on a silver platter. He robbed. Do you realize that the bank bailout is the equivalent of $54,000 for every man, woman, child in the United States? So if they would have distributed this money equally, and you Republican fucking rats, and you fucking Democratic fucking rats who went along with this, okay, you got a family of 4? That's $216,000. You think that changed your life? Huh? That's how much they stole. That's how much they took, and you handed it over to them. Free market fairy tales. Get rid of the guy. See, ain't right. I defer to the Ryan plan. That Herman Munster little fucking rat. I do it. Fucking Greenspan. You don't have free market. I'm a free market. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about because you're drunk on fucking haters. You're fucking stupid. America's fucking stupid. They need to admit how fucking dumb they are. They're beyond dumb. The official cause of death of fucking the United States is ignorance. Greed fucking pounded her, made her sick, and it killed her. Hamilton, the first 80 employees of the United States were the Coast Guard. They weren't fighting off fucking fake terrorists. They're faking off the real terrorists. The East India Company, oligarchs bringing in cheap Chinese goods. The Tariff Act of 1780 was the fundamental foundation of this country. Ross Perot said it. Look at those two twins with whoosh. Well, this is the dagger. He'll stand up there and he'll say, oh, well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start an executive order to raise minimum wage. Mark my words, something into that jest. What does it matter if minimum wage is $100 an hour? Nobody pays minimum wage. I'm on a job site on the university. I'm a stucco contractor. My guys make $30, $45, $50 an hour. I had an incredible business. I had the hot trial in my hand. Hey, never switched to the fake shit. Fucking real rock, ran it right here. Never fucking wavered. I was booked up 3 years in advance. My prices were double what, but that's the quality of work. The train the children do, that's me. I hand carved it, made it. I've had that hawk and trial in my hand since I was 16 fucking years old. Oh, I could work a fucking drill sergeant for a fucking father Marine that fuck time. My father, Abraham, second, fourth, and owned those fucking white fucking pure sand pits in the fucking world. Grew up on art. You don't think I knew how to work my physical body that was shut up with steroids every day because I was fucking nuclear fucking mutated from birth? I can go across a fucking wall, blow your fucking mind with a hawk and trial. I used to have people come up and watch me work. This guy used to come up and he says, oh my God, that blonde hair and those muscles all over on your back. He says, and you go across that wall like that? You jump from ladder to ladder, and you scaffold. I mean, everybody said, where's your mixers? And I'd point right there. There's my Giacomo's right there. Jerry and Stacy. We do fucking hundreds of thousands of pounds of material a day sometimes. Truckloads of fucking sand, fucking all with shovel by hand. We never went to power tools. We mixed by hand because it was the mix. It was the purity. We wanted it perfect, and they are perfect. Now, I see them panty painted all over around here. I did a rock job here that I worked for a guy. I remember the bill in 1982 on this beautiful gas station. Big, beautiful. It was $100,000. I've seen recently they just come with $3,000 of paint painted over a fucking multi-million-dollar rock job. They've done it to many of my fucking jobs because they're ignorant. They did it to my big house out in West Weaver. I mean, these fucking panty painter motherfuckers. They're fucking ignorant. That's what New World Order is. Panty painting. It's all panty paint. If you don't know what a panty painter, which that term is the most beautiful term ever, was developed in the 90s. They used to call them diaper painters. Michelangelo, his incredible work, Holy Moses, all of his work, those paintings, none of those are original. I mean, they panty painted over. Because the old Pope died, Uncle Tom, and the new Pope didn't like that motherfucker. Wanted him dead. Tried to beat him to death, for real. Michelangelo had to hide in fear and fucking write his rest. He hired fucking artists to go fucking paint those cloths and towels over the top. They panty painted Michelangelo's work. They did in his sculptures. Another reason I've got to get to Europe, and I'm headed there. Build my coalition, protest the IAA. That's what they've done here. They panty painted. So, I'm going to read the fucking, here at the end, I'm going to read America's obituary that was posted on May 23rd, 2015, published by Kevin D. Blanch. July 4, 1776 to May 21st, 2015. She, we the people, the United States has passed away. It is official. The United States, which has been sick since 1980, has passed away. She is dead. She was born sometime in the 1770s to a loving father, George Washington, and her loving godfathers, Alexander Hamilton and Thomas Jefferson. She was nurtured by her wet nurses, Paul Revere and Samuel Adams. She was taught at a very young age to protect against cheap imported goods, Tariff Act of 1789. She had overcome great struggle as an infant, but she found strength from her uncle's teachings, Tariff Act of 1789. She had been violently attacked as a young girl by an English murderer, the War of 1812. She was aging, nearly killed by royal cotton slave owners who nearly kidnapped her. Thousands of her sons and daughters died defending her. As a young adult, she never lost her childhood teachings of protection of her people, her sense of dignity and honor and respect to all people, as she wanted a square deal for all. In her middle ages, she was again attacked by a radical kidnapper who nearly took her, the Japanese royal family, and her Hitler insane killers. But after fighting off all these evil forces in her life, she finally succumbed to greed. The official cause of death was ignorance. Her executor of the will and benefactors, King George's great-great-granddaughter, issued a statement. We, the jolly old ring, she was once our child, pre-76. We'll be taking all over affairs and interests. We will be keeping our military colony near Valley Forge at the old Capitol in Washington, D.C. All United States citizens are now officially the property of the House on Nuclear, Windsor-Hafford. Thank you to the GOP, Uncle Tom Obama, and the softball liberals that hijacked the old Democrats. Thank you to the Democrats, super betrayal chicken shit 8. Thank you. We never believed it could be so easy. Mission accomplished. Signed, the Queen, and her honored court of corporate board members. Also, we would like to extend a great thank you to the propaganda American media for making this all possible. In lieu of flowers, please die or kill yourself. so we don't have to do it. We don't like to get our hands dirty. Signed, your loving queen. So here's what the whole far radical right is: go get your gun. The same people that are selling you the gun are the people that did this. What's a gun gonna do? Go get some gold and silver. What's that gonna do? That's exactly what they wanted you to do. They were paid to do that. They can't be that. The evangelical leaders, they fucking had to be paid to do that. Now get your firearm. Mormons did it. They took money. I know for a fact the Mormons got money to do it. Karl Rove admits it. It's disgusting. I'm a carpenter, what's a hammer? I'm a baker, what's a cake? I'm an American, what's revolution? I'm an American, what's a tariff? You can't compete with slaves around the world. Slavery is legal. We were the great abolition in this country that says, fuck slavery. We're going to fight. How do you fight? We've always known there's only one total economically. You know, Milton Friedman, Ayn Rand, Ayn Rand was a science fiction writer. Alan Greenspan, I honestly believe the mob should turn on him and hang him. These people should be fucking hung. You know, Maximilian started out as a anti-capital punishment activist. You know, that fucking war sprung up the same time, you know, the American Revolution. They had it. They'd had it. The fucking royals had it. 1914 had it. You know how it played out in Europe? Do you realize what they did to the royal families in Europe? Huh. They're all cousins. They're all fine. Well, now there's a new royal family. They're all fucking related in their Swiss bank accounts. Barack Obama thinks he's one of the cousins now. He thinks he's the Thailand royal family because of his stepdad. He thinks he's fucking one of the fucking things. And the Democrats, you got those two rats in the state of Washington, Wyden, the Super Betrayal 8. Those are fucking hardcore liar rats, bought and paid for. We bought the son of a bitches and they stayed bought. And by the way, you're talking people that are probably billionaires anyway. I mean, both those senators and those robbing thieves. By the way, Washington stole everything from Utah. Word perfect. They're already, because it's sick with greed. They become sick. The greatest addiction, it's more than heroin. It's more than sex. And we've always known that. They're sick. America's done. It's over. They'll be able to import slaves here now and not even paying. Oh, we give them houses and food to eat. Look how good. I was on a construction site the other day at the university. Excellent guy had a bunch of kids up there. 6, 7, 8-year-old children with nail guns. They were working. And I'm like, how come these kids aren't in school? Well, they don't go to school. Huh. We have child labor laws. So I go to the construction manager at the university. You know what he told me? Oh, that's just the way the Mexicans do it. I said, I got news for you. This isn't Mexico, motherfucker. We have tribal fucking labor laws, and I'm going to pin you fucking down. No. So they can raise the minimum wage to $1,000 an hour. It doesn't matter because they're all being paid cash anyway. The construction industry, the fucking hotel industry, they're all doing it. Look at the people that fucking change your bed sheets, your maids, landscapers, all of them. They're all doing it. It's against the fucking law. It's illegal to do that. Rips out. First, they come for the craftsmen. For I was a craftsman. Craftsmen are gone. All of them. They're gone. For I'm the last craftsman. The 33rd soup can. Cancer inmate 137. You're all cancer inmates too. So, Chernobyl victims, Fukushima victims, you're all cancer inmates. For I am unnature now, and so are you. You just haven't come out of denial about it. You get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, put on your hairspray, fucking keep using your house as your credit card, keep buying your junky Chinese fucking shit. As America goes, GM goes. GM went bankrupt, moved to fucking China. The new consumer. So how are they going to wipe us out and kill us? San Onofre, Diablo Canyon. 50 years of Smithfield, form another debating society. When they fucking get an earthquake and tip over, cancer is off the hook. Cancer is going to kill you. Fukushima, the cover-up. Look up John Holden. It's over. Can a new country be born? I don't know. Maybe after we're all dead. Stand tuned, but this is the fucking greatest dagger to us all. They did it. Mission accomplished.
All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. All nuclear fighters, all hands on deck, all hands on deck, all hands on deck. They'll be calling you a radical. Bloomgate 311.